Hello everyone. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, then subscribe to this channel. The life and tradition of Indira Gandhi, brought into the world on November 19, 1917, in Allahabad, India, was a critical figure in Indian legislative issues and the first and, until now, the main female top state leader of India. Her initiative, strategies, and political inheritance significantly affect the country's set of experiences. Known for areas of strength for her methodology and critical impact on Indian governmental issues, Gandhi's residency was set apart by both groundbreaking accomplishments and questionable choices. Early life, Indira Gandhi was naturally introduced to a politically powerful family. Her dad, Jawaharlal Nehru, was a main figure in the Indian freedom development and later turned into the primary state head of autonomous India. Her mom, Kamala Nehru, was effectively engaged with social work. Experiencing childhood in a politically charged climate, Indira was presented to the standards of patriotism and civil rights since the beginning. Indira Gandhi was taught at home until she went to concentrate on in Europe. She went to the Visvabharati College in Santiniketan, where she was affected by the instructive way of thinking of Rabindranath Tagore. Afterward, she learned at the College of Oxford, where she read history and political theory. Her schooling abroad gave her a more extensive viewpoint on worldwide issues and arranged her for a critical job in Indian governmental issues. Section into legislative issues, Indira Gandhi's political vocation started vigorously when she got back to India and enlisted in the Indian Public Congress, Inc., the party drove by her dad. Her underlying association was through sorting out party exercises and assisting her dad with political undertakings. After her dad's demise in 1964, Indira Gandhi turned into a critical figure in the Inc. under the initiative of state leader Lal Bahadur Shastri. In 1966, following Shastri's abrupt demise, Indira Gandhi was chosen as the state head of India. Her rising was a consequence of a political split, the difference inside the Congress party, which considered her to be a bringing-together figure in the midst of inward conflict. Gandhi's initiative style was set apart by definitiveness and a solid focal power, mirroring her dad's impact, yet additionally her novel way to deal with administration. Significant approaches and accomplishments. Indira Gandhi's residency as head of the state was set apart by critical arrangement drives and changes. One of her significant accomplishments was the Green Upset, which meant to increment food creation and accomplish independence in horticulture. Under her authority, India embraced high-yielding assortments of harvests, further developed water system, and modernized cultivating procedures. The green unrest prompted an emotional expansion in food grain creation and mitigated food deficiencies. One more eminent accomplishment was her obligation to industrialization and monetary turn of events. Gandhi's administration sought after approaches of monetary modernization, including the foundation of public area businesses and the extension of framework. Her way to deal with monetary approach was directed by the faith in state mediation and arranged advancement. In 1971, Gandhi's administration assumed a significant part in the Bangladesh Freedom War, prompting the production of Bangladesh as a free country. The tactical triumph and ensuing strategic acknowledgement of Bangladesh were critical achievements that improved India's provincial impact. The crisis time frame, one of the most disputable times of Indira Gandhi's initiative, was the announcement of a highly sensitive situation from 1975 to 1977. Confronted with developing political turmoil, financial challenges, and claims of electing misrepresentation, Gandhi proclaimed a public crisis, which conceded her broad powers to run by declaration. The choice was legitimate by Gandhi as a fundamental measure to re-establish request and strength. During the crisis, common freedoms were suspended, and political resistance was curbed. The public authority carried out broad oversight, kept a large number of political rivals, and led a constrained disinfection program pointed toward controlling populist development. The crisis time frame was set apart by huge denials of basic freedoms and political suppression, prompting inescapable analysis and loss of public help. The crisis finished in 1977, and Indira Gandhi called for general races. The Congress Party experienced a significant loss, and the resistance Janata Party came to control. Gandhi's political vocation appeared to be finished, yet she got back in the saddle in 1980, winning the overall races and getting back to drive as state leader. The Punjab emergency and death, Indira Gandhi's subsequent term as state leader was set apart by progressing difficulties, remembering the ascent of dissident developments for Punjab. The circumstance in Punjab was confounded by the requests of the Sikh people group for more prominent independence and the impact of the extreme chief Jarnail Singh Bhindranwale. Gandhi's administration took a hard position against Bhindranwale and his allies, which heightened pressures in the locale. In June 1984, Gandhi requested Activity Blue Star, a tactical activity pointed toward flushing out Bhindranwale, and has furnished supporters from the brilliant sanctuary in Amritsar, perhaps of the holiest Sikh place of worship. The activity brought about weighty setbacks and huge harm to the sanctuary, prompting broad annoyance among Sikhs and analysis of Gandhi's treatment of the circumstance. The aftermath from Activity Blue Star had critical results. On October 31, 1984, Indira Gandhi was killed by her Sikh protectors in counter for the tactical activity. Her death was an unfortunate finish to a complex and frequently quarrelsome political profession. Heritage. Indira Gandhi's heritage is a subject of extensive discussion. Her residency was set apart by both critical accomplishments and serious contentions. On one hand, she is associated with her part in propelling India's rural and modern turn of events. Her administration during the Bangladesh Freedom War, and her capacity to explore complex political difficulties. Then again, her inheritance is likewise defaced by the tyrant parts of her standard, especially the crisis period, and the disruptive effect of Activity Blue Star. Notwithstanding these discussions, Gandhi stays a famous figure in Indian history, representing both the commitment and the risks of political power. Indira Gandhi's effect stretches out past her lifetime. She stays a polarizing figure in Indian legislative issues, with her authority style and strategies proceeding to impact conversations about administration and a majority rule system in India. Her commitments to the country's turn of events, combined with her complex and frequently dubious choices, guarantee that her heritage is recognized as one of the main in present-day Indian history. Indira Gandhi's life and vocation mirrored the intricacies of political initiative in a different and developing country. Her story is one of aspiration, strength, and the significant difficulties of exploring the convergence of force and public obligation. As India keeps on developing, Indira Gandhi's inheritance stays a fundamental piece of its verifiable story. Thank you for watching.